A pleasant day to everyone. I'm Joshua Nicholo Fernandez, and I bet you're here because you didn't understand your pre-calculus lesson. Don't worry, you're not alone. I too don't understand a thing about what my teachers say. Just kidding. I know you're having a hard time. So we, Group 2, are here to make it easier for you. We are students from Relaine University, Jose Abad Santos Campus, grade 11 students. And we are here to explain to you what is sequence, what is series, and how to solve a problem about series. We need to understand first what is sequence, so we can easily understand what is series.
So, what is sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers in a certain order. Each number in a sequence is called a term. Each term in a sequence has position, first, second, third, and so on. For example, we have here 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. As you can see here, these numbers are called sequence. Makikita natin na meron silang pattern, which is yung difference nila. Pare-pareho silang after 3. We call that common difference, and to get that, we just need to subtract the first term from the second term from the third term from the fourth term, and so on.
Let's now proceed to our topic, which is the series. So what is series? A series is the sum of list of numbers that are generated according to some pattern or rule. For example, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 is a mathematical series because it is the sum of the first 5 odd numbers. In short, series is the sum of the terms of a sequence. As we can see, the difference between sequence and series is that sequence is separated by commas while series is separated by plus sign. Kaya siya plus sign dahil gaya ng sabi ko kanina, it is the sum of a list of numbers. So, here are some examples for you to understand it more.
If we're finding a specific term, we have some formulas to use para hindi na tayo mahirapan na mag-add ng mag-add or maghanap ng terms ng mano-mano. For sequence, we have the formula which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 d. Where a sub n is the ninth term or the term that we need to find, a sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, and d is the common difference. For series, we have the formula which is s sub n equals n times quantity 2 a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d all over 2. And if we already have the value of our ninth term, we can have the formula s sub n equals n open and close parentheses a sub 1 plus a sub n divided by 2, where s sub n is the sum of n terms, n is the number of terms, a sub 1 is the first term, and a sub n is the ninth term. So let's have an example. So the sum of the sequence are 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15 plus 18 plus 21. Let's find the n and a sub 1 and a sub n. So for n we have 7, a sub 1 we have 3, a sub n we have 21. We already have the last term or the ninth term that we are supposed to find, so we are going to use the second formula. We are just going to substitute our given to the formula. So s sub 7 equals 7, close and open parentheses, 3 plus 21 divided by 2. Let us first solve the 1 inside the parentheses, which is 3 plus 21. The answer will be 24. S sub 7 equals 7, close and open parentheses, 24 divided by 2. We will multiply the 24 by 7, and the answer will be 168. S sub 7 equals 168 divided by 2, we will divide it and then it's the final answer. So the sum of our series is s sub 7 equals 84. It's easy as long as we have the formula. That's all, thank you.
Now, we have a problem about series. On January 1, Mr. Sereno was granted to a loan amounting to 63,000 pesos. Under the loan agreement, he will pay 7,000 pesos of the principal and 5% interest on the unpaid balance at the end of each year. How many years will it take for Mr. Sereno to pay off his loan, and how many interest will he have paid? First, we're going to find the years Mr. Sereno will pay off his loan. All we have to do is to divide the principal value by the payment value. Our principal is 63,000 pesos divided by 7,000 pesos, which is the payment value. So the answer will be 9. The total number of years Mr. Sereno will take to pay off his loan is 9 years.
Next, we will now find the interest that Mr. Sereno will have to pay. To get that, we will use the formula P minus NPV, where the principal is P, N is the number of years, PV is the payment value, and I is the interest. Let's substitute our formula by the given. P is equals to 63,000 and N is equals to 1 minus 9. PV is equals to 7,000 and I is equals to 5% or 0.05. The number of years is from 1 to 9 because we need to find the interest inside those 9 years, and not only on the 9th year. Now let's substitute.
Let's just substitute P by 63,000, N by numbers 1 to 9, PV by 7,000, and I by 0.05. We need to convert it into decimal so that we can get the right answer.
Simplify it and we will have the answers from S1 to S9, and we will have S9 is equals to 2,800 plus 2,450 plus 2,100 plus 1,750 plus 1,400 plus 1,050 plus 700 plus 350 and plus 0. To get the final answer, we can add it all or use the formula that we used earlier. And since we have the last term, we can use the second formula, which is the Sn equals to n open parenthesis a1 plus an close parenthesis divided by 2. Our n is 9 because it is the total number of terms. A1 will be 2,800 because it is our first term, and our an is 0 because it is the last term. At kahit i-add mo yung mga terms ng mano-mano, ganun lang din ang makuha nating answers.
So our final answers in this problem are: Mr. Sereno will pay off his loan for 9 years with a total interest of 12,600 pesos. We hope you learned something about this video. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't understand pre-calculus, remember you are not alone, and we are here to make it easy for you to understand.